Hi guys, I'm Annabelle and welcome to Meeple Village. Today we're going to be doing a full run through of The Lord of the Rings Journeys in Middle-earth. This is a game that is supposed to be played as a campaign. We're going to be showing you the first scenario with 2 heroes today, so join me at the table and let's play. Alright, so I know I want Legolas to kind of, progress in the adventure, and that would mean exploring here or searching. He's up to his max on inspiration, which kind of sucks because if he does go explore, he won't be able to add inspiration to his stack because he's at max. But also, if he doesn't explore, then we run the risk of increasing the threat even more. And I really want to keep the threat down because if you look at the screen, we're almost about to hit 15. I don't know if it tells you exactly how many you got. I guess it doesn't because I'm clicking on it and it doesn't. It just tells you that at 15, probably you're going to get more monsters. But in any case, since we can't do anything about that, I do want him to explore. I think she should be the one searching. I know we need to find 3 things, and I'm guessing it's through searching. But if you played enough games like this of exploration, you also know that usually stuff is like the furthest away possible, and that will be down here where the exploration token is. So we're going to do it. We're going to travel, which means moving to. Okay, we don't have sprint right now, and then once we get here we let the app know. So we click, explore, confirm. The spray of these waters keeps the banks damp and muddy, perfect for preserving footprints. Discard the exploration token, gain 1 inspiration, but like we talked about, we're not gaining it because we're at max. Continue. Okay, here's some more search stuff, and that's kind of what I was, that I kind of knew that it would happen or hinted at. A small cask lies on its side with a leather satchel leaning against it. Both are tucked away, almost out of sight. Okay, and we place a search token here on the satchel. Hopefully some good stuff in it. All right, looking down a muddy ridge, you notice what may be tracks on the shore. The way down, however, is steep, slippery, and bears no clear path. Place a search token, and I'm glad that we did place a search token there because that's where he is. Of course, it's slippery, so probably, I don't know, agility. How's his agility? 4. Oh, good. Okay, so he's the right dude for the job. If we do test agility. Your journey continues, which we will find out right now because he took an action, which was traveling, which triggered the exploration. It does not take an action. And then for his second action, yes, he's going to interact and check out that search token. So let's let the app know that we're here. And we know, looking down a muddy ridge, you notice that there's tracks, but it's slippery. We're going to search it. And you descend carefully, struggling to maintain your footing. And we do test agility, which is what I thought we would. I mean, it makes sense. And so our agility is 4, which is great. And we have a power, an ability if we test might, but that's not what we're testing. So, which is just straight 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we get. Okay, this is what we found. Wow. All right, I think we can make it. We have a lot of inspiration, luckily. These 2 are successes. That needs 1 to turn into a success, and that needs 2 to turn into a success. So we need 3 inspiration to get the 4 successes. Well, actually, we don't know how many successes we need. In this particular one, we're just inputting the number of successes that we get in the app, and the app will tell us if we're successful or not. So I might not want to pay for this expensive one. Might just want to use 1 inspiration so that I can, if I gain another one, I have room for it. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to ignore that one and not pay the 2 inspiration, but I will pay 1 to turn this one into a success. So I have 3 successes because I think last time she had 2 successes and that was enough. I don't know how much they expect you to get. Sometimes you're just grabbing 2 cards, but we'll try with 3. Halfway down the steep slope, the mud gives way beneath you. Oops. Keeping your footing, you slide down with care and come to rest beside the tracks. They're heavy and wide, large for a man's. Strange though it may be, it appears a large number of orcs have traveled through this way. All right, we discard the search token, And there's orcs in our midst. Okay. You cast your gaze deeper into the wild. Perhaps the remaining thieves and their allies from Mount Graham are hiding in those hills. So we're looking ahead. I'm guessing we're going to get more tiles. And let's see where we put them. Ah, there it is. Oh, back up there. Okay. Tile 1018. Let's do it. All right. I think it goes there. We're going to put it there. I hope it goes there. Let's continue. Oh, more. Okay. Yeah, well, I left the hole for 201B, so I think I did it right. So let's look for 201B. All right, and at least this one is easy to place because it fits in there. So, and we still don't have to move anything else, so that's good. Okay, we placed it. Oh, more stuff. 209. All right. I think it goes here, which means I have to move things around. So let's see. Which way? Up like that. Okay, not too bad. Well, of course, that might not be the end of it. So we continue. Nope, that it is. Okay, so it's 3 exploration tokens, which means I hope they don't count towards this turn, because I mean I just picked up an exploration token so the threat wouldn't go up so high, and then now they just bombard us with more. Okay, well, we placed them. Nothing we can do about that. +1 lore, so that's good. You compare the information you have discovered with what you already know of the region. Seeing the obvious signs of the lair, you begin to surmise where the lair may be and continue your hunt. Lord increased by 1, and we found 1 track. We only need 2 more. So I guess that's a good thing. Okay. And Legolas is done, which means we're definitely hitting that 15 if you know, if what I know is true, which is that unexplored tiles or tokens increase the, what do you call it, the threat. What's the plan for next turn? Well, that'll depend on if we get more enemies. So let's go. We're gonna hit the party button and the action phase. Yes, she went, he went. We confirm. Shadow phase. The shadow deepens, though hope yet endures. Threat increases by 7. Yeah, I think it's the highest we've had so far. Ooh, we hit the mark. and a little bit more. From a nearby tree line, you hear the warble of an unfamiliar bird. Then, without further warning, arrows whistle through the air around you. Great. Each hero tests, I believe that's agility. Yes. Agility 2. Each hero who fails suffers 2 face down damage. Alright, so agility 2. Her agility is only 2. Let's see, do we have something? I don't think we have anything, but we do have the cloak, so I can prevent 1 damage. So let's see if she gets any successes. She gets 1, and she can pay for another one. She has 1 success, and then she has this one that is expensive. I think instead she'll just use the cloak, because she'll only have to discard 1 inspiration to prevent the damage. Because it says before you suffer damage, it doesn't say, let me show you. Yeah, it came to check. It says before you suffer damage or fear. It doesn't say during a battle or during the shadow phase. So I will assume that it's any time that you are going to take a damage, you can prevent 1 by spending inspiration. So I'm going to do that for her. I'm going to discard 1 to prevent the damage. I mean, she does have a song waiting that can heal us, but if we don't have to take damage, why do it? And then we have to do the same thing for Legolas. His agility, though, is 4, so he has a little bit of a better chance, but we do have a bunch of successes already. Well, 2 successes there, so let's see. Yeah, no, he's good. He got 2 successes, plus he could turn the fate one into success, but we don't need to. So we might have dodged that bullet, although if there's arrows flying, well, someone's shooting those arrows, so we might get monsters. Let's see. So place 2 ruffians on the indicated space. Yep, that's kind of what I thought. Alright, these guys are back. They're over here with Legolas. Each hero resets their deck and then scouts 2. Okay, so let's reset, which is good because we do have a lot of successes in there for Legolas. Tireless. At the end of your turn, you may discard this skill to perform an action that you have not performed this turn. And Precise Strike, Strike 3, it's a tactic. When you attack, discard 3. So I think, yeah, even though that has a success, Strike 3 is going to help us with those two ruffians. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare it. Now I have a Strike 3 and a Strike 2 ready to go. I think the ruffians are going to have a hard time. This one I'm going to put on the bottom because it doesn't have a success on it. And then let's go for Elena. So far we've been able to hit the monsters before they hit us, which is great. I'm guessing we'll have Legolas try and attack twice this turn. And then Elena will be our searcher. So we have our Endless Melody again, which helps us to get a song out of the discard pile, which of course right now our discard pile is empty, but we can do this anytime as long as we have the Endless Melody with us. I mean, anytime at the end of our turn, of course. And it gives us 1 inspiration, so that's a good thing. And then the Traveling Song, which when you move into a space, you may discard this skill for you and up to 2 nearby heroes to gain 1 inspiration, so this will give both of us inspiration, but this is a success. I don't think inspiration is going to be an issue, since she's going to go up and get some more, and but I will keep the melody, the Endless Melody, which will let me get a song out of the discard pile, which can be the Traveling Song, and then I'll get an inspiration from getting it, and then on another turn I can give everybody inspiration when Legolas kind of have used it a little bit, because right now Legolas is almost up to max. So I think we're going to go like that. Continue. And now we have the action phase. So yeah, let's go for our plan. So Legolas is going to attack for his first action. He's going to use his great bow, which means that I will go ahead and test agility. Agility 4. And it's too bad that I'm right next to them because they can counterattack, unfortunately. If I was not right on top of them, I could shoot at them since I am range, and I even have a skill that lets me shoot from 2 spaces away, and they're not range, because if they were range, they would have an icon underneath their portrait on the app, and they do not, so they're melee, so they wouldn't be able to counterattack if I wasn't right next to them, but I am. Alright, as far as successes, I got 1, and then I can turn 2, at least up to 2 into successes. So I have choices now. If I don't turn any of them into successes, I get 2 hits, plus I can use my Strike 3, and I know they only take 5 hits, and that will be 1 dead. But here's the thing, I'm attacking a group of enemies, so I'm attacking both at the same time. So if I get up to more hits, I can maybe kill them both. So I'm going, and I have a tons of this inspiration. So I'm going to turn 1 into a success. Discard everything. I have 2 successes, which gives me 5 hits. Let's go ahead and mark those. Attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to cash in my Strike 3 and also cash in my Strike 2. Because I want them dead. I don't want them hitting me. So another 5. And Legolas really did a number on them. We apply 10 hits. Yes, that's what we got. I mean, we got rid of everything we had prepped. So hopefully no more monsters popping up. Remove 2 guys. You or a nearby hero gain 1 inspiration. And now I can choose because she is nearby. She is adjacent to me. So let's see. I have 3 left. And she has 2 left. But she's going to go get another one, because it is her turn to go explore. I'm going to come over here and search, probably next turn. I think I'm going to give it to Legolas, because she has other ways that she can get some, and he doesn't. I mean, we're going to have to go that way. I'm guessing that we're going to have to go that way, since that's the way the map kind of opened up. But for now, he just did 1 action, so he has 1 more action that he can do. With that in mind, do I want to search down here? Maybe it is a track, but it will take me a couple turns, or do I want to explore that way? I think I'm going to go up for my second action. So let's continue here. Okay, they're gone, and then I'm going to move for my second action. 1, 2, and let's see. Let's tell the app. No, don't just grab it. Explore, confirm. Ruin walls from an ancient battlement war with new growth. Discard the exploration, gain 1 inspiration. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have given it to him. Now he's back up to max, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, he is. Okay. Well, it's not a bad thing to be up to max, is it? Okay. And we continue. I removed the token. Yes, I did. A tree grows amidst the remains of a small fort. Place a search token. It was a fort here, but now all that remains is a tree. Continue. Your journey continues. Okay. Very good. And now it's Elena's turn. At the beginning of her turn, the harp would give her inspiration if she had none, but she does. She's going to travel because I want to go up here as north as I possibly can and get those exploration tokens out of the way. Let's see. Do we search first? Because here's the thing. I'm going to go either 1, 2 or 1, 2. Probably 1, 2. And there's nothing to search over there, so I might as well get the search done here with my first action. So she is down over there. Let's search first. High in a tree, you see a shoddy platform crafted from old lumber. The vantage point might make it easier to spot signs of the thieves. However, we know her agility is not that great. She has great spirit, but we're gonna try. I'm gonna climb. Yep, it is agility. You leap for the first branch to begin your ascent. Okay, so it is just 2. Get a success, and then something we have to pay really high for, but I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to get an inspiration at the end of my turn. I'm going to pay 2. And I'm going to turn that one into a success, so I get 2 successes. I think with 2 maybe we can do it. Also, I know that for my next action, I'm moving and I'm getting an inspiration, and then I can turn my melody into inspiration as well at the end of the turn. So I think in a way I'm like, oh, I'm 0. I should stay at 0 until next turn because I'll get 1 for free. But I do want to keep exploring and keep the threat down. So let's see what happens with just 2. Let's hit confirm. You find yourself in a tangle. Oops, the very branches you hoped to use instead impeding your advance. You retreat slightly, looking for a better path. Gain 1 inspiration. Okay, well, at least we get 1 back. Yeah, she's not the best climber, is she? We don't even discard a token, so that probably tells me that we can, do it again. But I'm not going to do it with her. Obviously, she's not the right person for this job. So she's going to travel 1, 2, and we're going to tell the app that we're here. Explore, yes. Leaves rustle, and someone ducks into a dense thicket. You're on the trail of the bandits. Alright, so yeah, I figured they were up there, huh? Discard the exploration, gain 1 inspiration. Don't mind if I do. Continue. Oh, okay. A thicket sits quiet and still, its shifting shadows possibly concealing tracks within. Place a search token. Okay, so we know they're up there somewhere. Alright, and your journey continues. Okay, my journey continues, but I'm done. Well, not quite, but she's done everything. Like, she's searched and she's traveled, so she did her 2 actions. I'm going to use my endless melody. At the end of your turn, you may discard this skill to prepare a song skill from your discard pile, and if you do, gain 1 inspiration. In my discard pile, I have my traveling song, and yeah, I have 2 traveling songs, so I'm just going to pick one of those up and prep it. And then gain 1 inspiration for, continuing my melody. So that's good. I went back to 3 inspiration at the end of my turn. However, it is the end of everybody's turn because Legolas went first. So let's see if we get more fun stuff. Shadow phase. The shadow deepens, though yet hope endures. It increases by 5. Okay, we're not hitting the threshold, so that's a good thing. Okay, rally phase. I wish I would tell you where we are on the... Oh, wait, it does tell you. It tells you over there. 23 out of 64. So for sure next turn we're hitting that threshold again. Alright, so each hero scouts. I'm going to do Elena first. We've got our weakness and we got our elven light. So we know we don't want the weakness. Actually, the manual actually tells you that you can prep it just to get it out of your deck for a little bit. But I think we're going to put it at the bottom of the deck for now, knowing that we're not going to get it this turn at all. And then Elven Light, Knowledge. Before you test, I think it's Wisdom. I don't know what that one is yet. You may look at the top card of your deck and place it on the top or bottom. I think that might come in handy since we're going to go explore and search and do all that fun stuff. And the weakness we'll put on the bottom. Okay, and then he has to shuffle. Lots of shuffling in this game. It's not a deck, well, it is kind of a deck builder if you want to think about it that way. Because once we're done with the adventure, we can level up and get new cards and figure out which ones, you know, to keep and which ones. It's not really, doesn't really work like that. I think I'll show you a little bit when we're done with the adventure. All right, so I have 2 cards, but you do get to you do get to bring new cards into your deck. All right, we got Immortality and Ancient Wisdom. Immortality has Rest 2 and Strike 2, so I think that's the one I'm going to keep. And this one is just when you test, was that Wisdom? You may discard this skill to add a success. I think we have a Might one out there. This would give us a Wisdom. I don't think we need this though. Of course, watchers have to test Wisdom. I'm going to put it on the bottom because it does take, what do you call it, a fate to turn it into a success. Okay, continue. Before we continue, we're going to the action phase, but I want to know what happens when we hit this 25 threshold. What does it say? Dark birds shadow your course, flapping and croaking from tree to tree. Okay, so birds are following us. I mean, at least it doesn't sound like we're monsters, although you never know. I have a feeling, and I could be wrong. Oh, I got rid of my card that lets me shoot from 3 spaces away. That's too bad. I have a feeling that if I go here and search, that I might find those guys. And that Legolas will have to come and help. And I usually send Legolas first, but this time we're going to send her. So she's going to move 1, and she's going to search this token right here. Let's tell the app about that. And she can move 1 more if she's not engaged with enemies. Alright, let's search. Ooh, test. Peering into the dark depth of the thicket, you find your eyes locked with another's. An orc's eyes, dark pits of contempt and hatred, gaze out at you. You have found an ally of the thieves. Ooh, so yeah, kind of like what I thought. So we're gonna test, what is it? Wisdom, which for her is 3. Does she have anything? Yes. Before you test Wisdom or what's the other one? Spirit. You may look at the top card of your deck and place it on the top or on the bottom. We're going to place that one on the bottom. It will take a fate to turn into a success. So let's just get some successes here. So Wisdom is 3. And we need to discard this because we used it. Alright, we got 1 success and 2 which I'm going to turn into successes because I don't want to fail this one. And I don't know how much I need. Last time I only got a 2 and it wasn't enough. And it was just climbing a tree. This is staring into an orc's eyes. So I think I want to make sure that I'm successful. So 3 it is. You may discard room to discard a number of cards. Okay, I really need to remember that I'm determined, but I will do that when I'm really in a pickle. So confirm. Did I discard? No, I did not. Okay, so I need to discard 2 inspirations. Confirm. 1 lure. You step into the thicket and the orc inside stumbles back, caught in the tangle of branches. With a flash of steel, it lashes out, then breaks away, leaving a hint as to the direction of the lair. It has dropped its knife, however, and you pick it up for inspection. The dark, brittle metal is the cheap craft of Mount Graham. Why and how are these creatures so far from their vile and distant home? Lord increases by 1, then discard the search token. So kind of he left. I thought we were going to fight him, but I guess he just left us, which means the map is probably going to grow. With the clues gathered and the enemies you have faced, you begin to fear that this is no lair of exiles and lowlifes. What you are closing in on is a stronghold of the enemy. Fledging through it may be. Your fears, unfortunately, have proved true. A darker purpose and master is being served here. My lore increases again, and I found another track, so I'm down to only needing 1 track. Okay, and I guess that's it. And I can move 1 more. So you know what, since she's really low on, well, no, she's not going to get there. She can only move 1 more, unless she has sprint, which I don't see. So she's just going to move down here since the map didn't go wild up there, because all of the search tokens are right here in the middle. And that's it for her. Let's see. It says when you move into a space, you may discard this skill for you and up to 2 heroes to gain each inspiration. I'll do that then. Since I just moved into that space, I'll discard that. I will gain an inspiration, And since Legolas, is he nearby? No, he's not. So it's just me gaining the inspiration then, because it says you went up to 2 nearby, but he is 2 away, not just 1 away. Yeah. Well, I think Legolas has tons of inspiration, so we're okay. Actually, he was at max anyways. So, all right, Legolas, it's up to you. What do you want to do? I know I want to go there, which means I better search here. So I'm gonna search right where I'm at, which is, let's see, let's not get confused. It's here. A tree grows. Okay, so let's see. What's with the tree? The tree is tall and strong and probably quite old. The ruined fort around it is older still. Though through the leaves, you see bright ribbons tied around high branches, each one attached to a small box. What could they be? Test agility 2? Well, good. My agility is really good. So I got 2. Actually, I have to get 4. What am I talking about? All right. I have 2 successes, and I can pay cheap, and if I pay through the roof, I would have 4 successes. I think I'm going to go with a 3. Actually, I don't have to. This is a test that only requires 2, and I got 2 successes, so I passed. I have to spend inspiration. Okay, what does that give me? Another lore. You climb up toward the top of a tree until you can reach a ribbon, the color of dawn. You open the small box attached to it and find a small note, perhaps a wish or a prayer. This must be part of some tradition or of nearby folk. You decide you'd rather not disturb it, since it doesn't belong to you, and you replace the box where you found it. So my lore increases by 1, and then discard this search token. Got nothing for it. Yeah, I got nothing for it, but it's okay. 1 less search token that we need to mingle with, and then I'm gonna, for my second action, I'm gonna move, and as soon as I move, you gain the token, or we explore the token. So explore, confirm. Peering through the brambles, you find a boggy lowland. A rustle of movement draws your attention to the bulrushes. Discard the exploration token, gain 1 inspiration. I think I'm at max. Should let her do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. But I'm afraid of the, what do you call it? The threat. I don't want any more enemies. Okay, so continue. A patch full of bulrushes may hide tracks and their stalks. Place a search token as indicated. Okay. Is it right where I'm at? Yes, it's right where I'm at. Continue. Your journey continues. Alright, so he moved, he searched where he was at, and then he traveled. And when he traveled, he used 1 movement to get here. I can move again. And I think I will because, well, I want to go up. And if it's not here, she can come and search here. She can also come down here. I still think somebody needs to come all the way down here. That's where the last track is going to be, I'm afraid. So I'm going to have her do that while he searches around this area. I think that's what's going to happen. But in the meantime, we're done. So the party is finished. And we confirm. Shadow phase. How much? The shadow deepens. Oh, it increases by 4. Well, yeah, because it's 2 per player, per hero. So, yeah, we're going to hit the threshold. The birds are coming. An elderly crow, perched in the shadow of a dying elm, watches you with malicious intelligence. Its incessant cries grow louder and shriller, until it erupts into flight and streaks over your head, followed by the cries of more dangerous foes. So we do get enemies. Let's see, where are they? Ah, they're far away. 2 orc hunters on the indicated space. They have bows, and bows means that they are ranged. And you can see on the app, they have a little range icon, so they can attack adjacent spaces. So I need to be careful. But luckily Legolas, the thing is, Legolas can attack from an adjacent. He doesn't have that thing where he can attack from 2 spaces away. So they'll be able to counterattack. So if he doesn't kill them, and I don't know how easy these guys are to kill, but you know, we got what we got. Maybe it is time to make a run down here. Let's see if we have any other monsters. No, it doesn't seem like it. Rally. And now we need to get to 40 for our next threshold. Each hero resets their deck. Did we do that already? Oh, no, we didn't. Okay. Oops. Lady, don't lose your stuff. Okay. Elena gets Unyielding Spirit and Elven Light. They both help with tests, but Elven Light is better because it helps with 2 different kinds of tests. Of course, this one gives you a success. Elven Light only lets you look at the card and then put it on the bottom or top, but I'll keep that one. And Legolas got Resourceful. After you prepare this skill, gain 1 inspiration, which we can't even get. At the end of your turn, you may discard this skill to gain 1 inspiration and Scout 1. Or Keen Eyes. Your attacks can target enemies. Oh yes, we got Keen Eyes. Awesome. 1 additional space in Strike 2. That's what we're keeping. And Resourceful doesn't have any icons, so we'll put it on the bottom. And that's great. Alright, let's continue. Action phase. Okay, it's our turn. What is this threshold? What does this say? As the shadows lengthen, your sense of something in the wilderness hating you with a steady heartbeat of malevolence grows stronger. That's gotta be nasty, but we're a little bit of ways. Okay, so I do believe I need Legolas is gonna be our guy to help us with those archers. However, I kind of want them to come my way in a way. I don't want to go guns blazing. 1, 2, I can. My attacks can target enemies 1 additional space away, so I could target them here. So let them come a little bit. I don't think they'll attack us until they're a little closer. If I come here, I don't know how much they're going to move. I kind of want to be, So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my plan, have her kind of come down, have him search in the area. So who's going to go first? I think we'll have Legolas go first. Let's see. She can 1, 2. Thing is, all they can do is like search once and move, So 1, 2, search, and then where would he go? Maybe here, or maybe here. But what if they come too close? Is he a chicken? I think he'll be a chicken for now. So we're gonna search with Legolas. Is that what we're gonna do? We can move here and search. What was this? What is the Legolas spot? Let's ask the app if we can find it. This one right here. Shed. Okay. And if we don't go for the shed, but we go for this one, what is here? Let's see. Where is that one? Right here. Bulrushes. Hide the tracks and there's stones. Okay, I guess we'll go there. So we're gonna travel with our first action, and for our second action, and we can move even 1 more after we look here. But let's take a look and see what this has to offer. We search. Your first steps are arduous and leave your feet cracked with thick mud. Test might. Yeah, and we have our might thing still, do we? Yes, we have Undying Might. I'm going to use my Undying Might. When you test might, you may discard this to add 1 success. So put it in the discard pile and add a success already. And then my might is only 2. I have 1 that I can turn into success with a fate, and I got 1 that is a success. So I'll discard an inspiration and get 2 more successes, making that a 3. I think that's all I got. Let's see what happens with the 3. Pushing aside tall reeds, you locate deep tracks in the mud. Items of armor and a large shield have been cast off, discarded by desperate travelers as they sank into the bog. Their escape left a clear path, however, and you note the direction. Gain 1 inspiration, then discard the search token. No tracks. Can I get this inspiration? 1, 2, 3, yep. I'm at max again. Okay, we did that. Oh, another one. I do get 1 lore. At last, you have located the hidden lair of your enemy, nestled in an old ruin. Faint silhouettes of orc sentries dot its high ruined towers, and you see more movement within. Aware of your nearness, they scramble to ready a defense. For you, all that remain is to devise a way in without their notice before their defenses are prepared. Place a search token as indicated. Over here. Yeah. Final objective, infiltrate the lair. Okay. Continue. With the knowledge of your destination, you observe outposts and patrols that until now were hidden from your notice. Okay, monsters. Place 2 ruffians. Okay, these guys are back. The good thing is that we know how they operate. The bad thing is that Elena finds herself surrounded. We know the lair is here. She would have just come and, get it, but let me see. Legolas moved. He surged. He has one more movement. Do I want to get over here and be ready to surge? I don't know that Legolas wants to do that. I think she wants to do that. But Legolas wants to be in a position where he is nearby so he can attack. And here he is next to these guys and next to this space. So I think he's going to stay right here. And we continue with Elena, who's going to have to fight. Yeah, she's going to have to fight. And I don't think there's much help over here. But she does use her her wit to fight. Unfortunately, the card she has doesn't help her with wit. So she's just straight gonna just get 3 cards and see what she can get. 1, 2, 3. She gets 2 successes and 1 that she has to pay Lutz for. With her 2 successes, she gets 2 in. She gets 3 hits in Pierce, which Pierce doesn't really help her much. But at least she, has those guys down. She can use her Determine, but she did so good. She would only be getting 1 extra card. She's gonna attack again, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get this roof. Ooh, now there are 7 sevens. Oh, okay. Well, she did 3 and she did Pierce, which again, I don't know that it matters. But we'll apply. Apply 3 hits. Confirm. Can the enemy attack? Yes, they can. So she's gonna. Ooh, okay. A warrior moves with blinding speed, slashing you in wide arcs. And what negates? That is wit negates. Which again, she has no help with wit. Alright, so we're going to do 3 for her wit. And see if we can negate. We can negate 1. We can pay to negate 1, turn that into a success. So we will. And then we're going to use our cloak to prevent the other one. That way she gets nothing. Because then after this attack, flip 2 damage face up. If she doesn't have any damage, there's nothing to flip. So we're going to go like that and prevent all of that. And then she's going to do it again. Hasn't even killed 1. Legolas really, she's just over there playing music with her harp. But she's a strong girl. She's going to try again. She's not hurt. So we'll attack. And we're going to get 3. She gets 1 success, a weakness, and 1 that she can turn into a success, but she has no more inspiration. So her dagger with 1 success inflicts 2 hits. So we'll go back to the ruffian and 2 more hits. There we go. Apply 2 hits. Yep, it's not dead yet. Oh, no, that one didn't have Pierce. Can the enemy attack? Well, yeah, they're right there, so yes, they can. A ruffian brandishes a jagged knife. The blade, although rusted in places, looks very sharp. And what negates? That is spirit negates. Good. If you suffer damage from this attack, gain 1 weakness and shuffle it into your deck. Oh, okay. Well, first of all, because we're testing spirit, we can look at a card and then put it on top or on the bottom. So we're going to look at the next one, and we don't have any, so we want to put it on the bottom. I don't think it matters. We have 4 cards. We have to take them. So let's see if we can negate any of the damage. And we can't. All we got were stuff that we need to pay inspiration, and we're out of inspiration now. So, and we ran out of deck too. So we're taking 2 damage, and we resolve them 1 at a time. And we're also going to get 1 weakness. Are these the weaknesses? Yes, they are. Oh, we got Gollum. Let me show you. These cards are all the same. But it's cute that, like now I'm being followed. It's a weakness. It really is just clogging my deck, but I appreciate that the art is different on every one of them, and I love Gollum, so there he is for you. Our first damage is stunned. Flip 1 damage and 1 fear face up, then discard this card. We don't have anything to flip, so I'm just going to go ahead and discard this card. Look at that. I'm going to put Gollum here on my discard pile because he's going to get shuffled in a minute. I will discard this. Too bad, so sad that didn't do anything, and then crushed. And Crush says, deplete one of your items without resolving its effects, then flip this card face down. We don't have any items, so that doesn't have any effects, but then we flip this card face down, which means we do get a damage. Sure, we can put it here. It has that symbol. I know it's a damage. And if you suffer damage, gain a weakness and shuffle it into your deck. So let's do that. So now we have 2 weaknesses in here. So our deck, of course, is not as fun. Okay, it's been shuffled in. Confirm. That's what happens when you let the girl fight and you don't come help, Legolas. Okay, so, and I think that's that, which means we're gonna have more fun stuff happen because now they get to attack. Let's see. Although I see they're blacked out, which I don't know why. They haven't gone yet. Let's check. Maybe because they just started. End the action phase. Confirm. Maybe the first time when they arrive, they don't act. Let's check it out. Move 1. Attack Elena or closest hero. So they would move 1 and try to attack Elena. But if they don't have a target, we just click no target. Because if they move 1 and Elena is not on any of these spaces, they don't have a target. They don't have anybody to shoot. So no target. What are they going to do? The orc counts its arrows as it stalks toward you. Move 2 spaces toward the closest space adjacent to a hero. Okay? So they move together. So come on, guys. 2 spaces. 1, and I guess this will be the closest to the heroes. I think it's about the same, but we'll put them there for now. Okay. Continue. The shadow deepens. Though hope yet endures, threat increases by 4. Continue. We're at 31, so 9 more. We hit that threshold. We know what the thing is. Okay, let's go ahead and scout again. Elena gets her weakness and Elven Light. So we're going to keep Elven Light because it's been helping so far, at least a little bit. Here, put the weakness on the bottom so we don't have to see it. And then Legolas over here with all the inspiration in the world. He gets light-footed or time of need. Time of need. When you test, if you don't reveal any successes, you may discard this skill to convert all the fates to successes. Or light-footed, when you interact with a surge or threat token before you test, you may discard this to test agility instead. And sprint, which will let us move during your turn. Discard to move 1 space. I don't think we're gonna need to move. I think we need to move here. It's really close. But then if I do that, I won't have to use an action to move. Because here's my plan for Legolas. Attack. I might end up attacking twice. I don't want Elena to have to deal with them. And then moving here and searching. Because that's where our stuff is. So I think I'm going to get the time of need. Because if I test and I don't get any successes, and this is a success, so we know we're not going to be able to use time of need on our first go, but that's okay. Okay, so we scouted. Action phase. Legolas is definitely going first. We need to get rid of these ruffians that are stopping Elena from doing things. So we're going to attack. We are going to get 4 cards because we use agility, which he has 4. And let's see. We get 2 successes. 2 successes here. And 1 that we can turn into a success. Alright, so the 2 successes, I'm going to go ahead and cash them in for damage right away. So with 2 successes, he inflicts 5 damage. Alright, so the 2 successes, I'm going to go ahead and cash them in for damage right away. So with 2 successes, he inflicts 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I will go ahead and cash in 1 more and turn that last one into a success because I used 2 successes for 5 hits on my great bow, and if I get 1 success, I can turn it into 2 hits. I can only use these things 1 time, so I cannot. If I had another success, I couldn't use any more of these because I've used them both already. But 2 more hits is going to help me defeat that last guy. Let's see. I do 2 more, and I have 2 more. But guess what? I do have a strike too. I guess I will use my Immortality, which lets me either rest or strike 2 and inflict another 2 hits. So I'll have to put that in my discard pile, but those last 2 hits are going to, guess what? Allow me to kill these 2 guys, I think. Remove them. Okay, so they're gone. So that's a good thing, because now, well, you know, Elena can move freely. You or a nearby hero gain 1 inspiration. Here's the thing. I know I have 4. I know I shouldn't be greedy. But if Elena starts with 0 inspiration during her turn, she'll get 1 for free. So if I give it to her, she won't. So I'm gonna net 1 inspiration by giving it to Legolas and letting her get the 1 from her harp. So I'm gonna give it to Legolas. I know he doesn't need any more, but we did gain 1 inspiration. Continue. Okay, and now Legolas attacked. He was positioned where he needed to be positioned. I know those guys are coming, but I think since our last goal is here, I have a feeling that it'll be better to just position myself. I know I can shoot from 3 spaces away because of my keen eyes. Actually, 2 spaces away. So I could attack, let's see, I am here. So 1, 2, I could attack from there. So I could actually attack them, but then I'll lose my keen eyes. But I don't think I'll need my keen eyes. Well, it does have a strike 2 though. So I know there's battles happening here. So do I want to waste it? You know, if I can get those guys from not attacking us, why not? And yeah, so I think I will. I'm going to spend my keen eyes. Your attacks can target an enemy 1 additional space away. I'm going to use my second action to attack. So I don't want to move in here because I want to attack from far away so they can't counter. These guys won't be able to counter because even though they have range, they can only attack from one to an adjacent space. They don't have my ability that I can attack 2 away. So this is the right moment to attack them. So I'm doing it because of that. So let's do it. I get 4 cards because we're testing my agility when I use my great bow. And what do I get? I get 4 things that I need to use inspiration for if I want it to be a success. Now here's the thing with keen eyes. I don't know, I didn't use the strike. And it says when you attack, discard to add 2 hits. So my other ability doesn't say that I have to discard it. So I'm going to assume I can still use my strike too. So I'm going to go ahead and inflict 2 damage. They do have armor. See that gray? That means that I have to go through their armor. So that's 2. And then I'm going to use turn 2 into successes by spending 2 inspiration. And that will allow me to do 5 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I did kill 1. And then I don't think I'll be able to kill the other one. But I did go through his armor, so I might as well. So I'm going to turn another one by using another inspiration. And apply another 2 hits. And then I'll discard my strike 2 to apply another 2 hits. And I almost did it, but not quite. And you know what? I could have used my time of need, I think, because I got 4 things that I needed to turn into successes. But if I use my time of need, I can just discard this instead, and all of my fates become successes and not waste my inspiration. So let's do that. So the 3 inspiration that I just used, I shouldn't have. I could have just used that. So I'm back to full inspiration. I'll discard my time of need. And I almost killed all of them. Let's apply. Apply 11 hits. Confirm. Remove 1 Orc Hunter. Okay, you are leaving. Can the enemy attack? No, they can't because they're far away. That's why we did all this. Okay, and with that, Legolas is finished. So we go back to Elena, and she's going to use her harp. She's going to sing a beautiful song, and at the start of your turn, a hero in your space who has 0 inspiration gains 1 inspiration. And she's got tough shoes to fill. She needs to come over here and reveal that lair, and most probably we're going to get enemies again. She has 1 damage on her. She has some heals, and she's still determined because I haven't used that yet. So let's go, Elena. She's going to travel. And for her second action, she has 1 more movement point that she can use. For her second action, she's going to reveal this lair and get it done. The enemy's lair is hidden within an old ruin. All that remains is to devise a way in without their notice. I'm going to search. Okay, careful to avoid discovery, you scout the area around the old fort. And we have to test wit, which she has a 3, so that's not bad. None of these help her because this is for wisdom and spirit. That's a healing. So let's go. Let's do 3. I am determined and I will definitely use that now if I need to. Let me show you. When you test, you may discard this boom to discard any number of cards from the test and reveal that many additional cards. And this is what I got. And I only have 1 inspiration on me. And I'm going to discard all of them and go for 3 fresh cards. Because we need successes. So I'm discarding my boon. Thank you, you helped. I'm discarding all my 3 cards and I'm getting 3 new ones. Let's see what I get. And definitely much better. Still got 1 that I have to pay for, but I do have 1 inspiration. The other ones are successes. I'm going to cash this one in and make it a success so I get 3 successes and see if we can get the lair, infiltrate the lair without being noticed. I will lose my last inspiration, but it's okay because she's going to get it at the beginning of her turn. The harp is going to do its work. Let's go for 3 and hope that that's enough. Confirm. The patrols, though lacking in vigilance, are surprisingly numerous, and you're not yet able to locate a way in. So it wasn't enough. We continue. Okay, so she moved, she searched. I think we're done. I don't want her to move. How much is his wit? Legolas's wit is also 3, so both of them can come and help out with that final objective. In the meantime, the party is done. So I'm gonna confirm. Shadow phase. How much do we get? Move. Okay, so first the guys are going to attack. So this guy is going to move 1 and attack Elena or closest hero. And that he can do. He can move 1, which will be here. And now because he is ranged, he can reach Legolas. He's going to attack Legolas. Ooh, 4. The orc has you cornered and finally takes 1 deadly shot at your heart. It's funny because I almost killed him. So what negates? Wit negates. And like I said, he's 3 wit. So let's see how many he can negate. 1, 2, and 3. He negates 2. That's not bad. He got 2 successes and 1, and his weakness is there, which is Gandalf. So I'm going to negate 2, and then I'm going to use my cloak to negate 1 more, which means I only take 1 damage. I wish I could do more, but it says before you suffer, spend 1 inspiration to prevent 1. So I don't think I can prevent more than 1, unfortunately. So we did take 1 damage. I'm going to grab it from here. Our damage is weariness. Flip this card face down, so not the worst that we could have gotten. It's only fair because, you know, like this guy, I almost had him. Okay, and now we confirm. The shadow deepens, though hope yet endures. Threat increases by 4, which should not put us on that threshold. Continue. Yeah, we're not there yet. Rally phase. This is a scout phase. Yes, we're gonna scout. Okay, so Elena, she got Ancient Wisdom and Child of the Loon. So Ancient Wisdom, it's about testing might and increasing and getting an extra success. And then this one we haven't seen before. It's a tactic. When an enemy moves into your space, you may discard this skill to apply 4 hits and stun to that enemy. Nice. Hide. After you test, discard to become hidden. We're definitely keeping that one because we're going to face, I'm thinking we're going to face enemies very soon. And this one has a fate icon, so I'm going to put it on the bottom because I don't have any inspiration. I will get an inspiration during my turn, I know that. But, and this guy was almost finished. He had his card that he put on the bottom of the deck left. The resourceful one. Alright, let's go. Let's scout 2 for Legolas. Give me something, give me some strikes. Nope, no strikes. So we got our tireless again, that I can perform an action that I haven't performed this turn. So it's kind of like getting 1 extra action, but is it really? Because most of what we've been doing is moving and attacking. So I don't know that it's going to be very helpful. But this one is when you test, what is that? Is that spirit, I think? You may add a success. Let's think about this. I know I'm going to maybe attack and move. It depends on when she reveals. If I attack and move, and if that's the way I go, and she cannot finish this with whatever is that she's testing, I might have to come and help, which means I would be here. My extra action that I can take that I haven't taken this turn would be interact. Would have attacked, travel, the action that I could take. So I will leave my tireless, see if I get to use it. This one I'm going to put on the bottom of the deck because it has fate icon. Maybe I should keep it. I have a lot of inspiration, but we'll go like that. So they have scouted. Continue. And we move to the action phase. So for this turn, I'm going to have Elena go first to see if she can clear that up and finish that, or if I need to come and help with my wit. So Elena first, because at the start of her turn she has 0 inspiration, she gets an extra one, so that's good. And then I can also use my Lay of Twilight, and I think I might. My song. During your turn, you may discard this skill for you and a nearby hero to collectively discard up to 4 face down damage or fear. Right now I happen to be nearby Legolas. We are like right there adjacent to each other, so he would also get to heal. I know we only have 2 damage, but at least I'll clean the slate and keep them both at max HP for whatever comes next. So I will discard that and I will get rid of the damage, 2 damage. And this one we will discard, and that doesn't take an action, that's just discarding my skill. And then I will go ahead and do for my first action what I said I would do, which is go ahead and try and search. We found the bandit's lair. Has been difficult to bypass. You recall what you've learned and continue to formulate your plan. Search. Okay, and yeah, we're testing will again. So it's 3. Alright, I have 1 success and I have something that I can turn into a success. I think I will. So I'll add 2 more successes to the test. I have to go down to 0 inspiration again, but I'm hoping that, you know, at the beginning of my next turn I will get 1 anyways. So 2 more. Let's see how we do now. Confirm. Slipping past the last patrol, you find a way into the structure without raising an alarm. It's a good thing. The heroes win. Oh wait, we're done. You have caught the bandits by surprise and will face the bandit leader on even footing in the next adventure. Lore increases by 2 and each hero receives 4 experience. Well, great. Elena did it. Plus 2 lore. Okay. And then you see on the app it lets us continue. If I hit that continue, we'll go to some kind of leveling up scenario, kind of a screen. Let's take a look. Okay, so here it is. I did click confirm, and this is what I was telling you guys about, that in between adventures you can use lore and experience, which we have 4 of, to get cooler, better abilities. So let's see, how does this work? Items. That's the stuff that we have right now. So not much is going to change unless we can upgrade them. Hold on. Our lore. Click on Elena. Okay, so here we go. So she's a musician, and she has 4 that she can spend. So you see how there's some that are blacked or grayed out. I can't click on those, but if I click, let's say, on Word of Peace, I can actually cash that one in, or maybe I'd rather have something else. Let me move back. See, it tells you that I only have 1 left. Of course, it sucks that it doesn't let me go back. Maybe if I, oh yeah, okay, if I click it again, it'll unclick it. I can also take Song of Mocking or a Bit of Nonsense. And the way I know what these cards, what these abilities do, is I go look for the cards that they'll be skill cards, just like the ones that I have now, and I can read through them and make a decision as to which one I want to get. And same thing with Legolas. He has, you know, some that he's able to get right now as a hunter, and that's interesting because you get those in your role. But let's say that I've got level a hunter level 6 or 7 card. Those do not come out of my deck, even if I switch roles. So if I become, instead of being a hunter, I decide to be a musician, I will start my deck with musician 1, 2, 3, but also my hunter 5 and 6 that I gained when I was a really good hunter through the adventure. And that's a way of bettering your deck, keeping better cards that are going to help you with your strategy throughout the campaign. So that's really cool that they did that. And then I think experience helps you to upgrade your items. So right now we have, what is it, where our lore helps us, yeah, experience helps us with the skills, musician, hunter, leader, any skill that, any role that you pick. And then lore helps us to buy new items. However, let's see, I don't know that I can, yeah, I don't think we have enough to upgrade any of the items that we have yet. Well, guys, there you have it. That was a full run-through of the Lord of the Rings Journeys in Middle-earth. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to Meeple Village and to follow us on Twitter and on Instagram so you can keep up with what's going on in the world of Meeple Village. Say bye, Sky. I will see you all in the next video. But until then, may you play more games.